Hey, this is Greg Hague, and for all my realtor friends, those in my coaching, those not in my coaching, I have a listing tip for you, and it's called my Meticulosity walkthrough. And what that is when you arrive at the home, I saw a trainer once who was role playing, and he walked into the home and he had the sellers have a seat while he walked through the home and then to do the listing presentation. And no, that is such a bad plan. When you arrive at a home, you have the sellers take you through, and you know how proud they are of the home, and you know how much they want to impress you with the home. Well, you should conduct what I call a meticulosity walkthrough. And what that is it consists of these components. Number one, you're looking for bonds of common interest, golf clubs in the corner, motorcycle in the garage. You know, what are these people, are these sellers interested in that you're interested in that you could talk to them about? Because people like to do business with people who are like them. So that's number one. Number two, you have done your pre-research on the sellers. You know about them. You've checked them out on LinkedIn, Facebook, Google them, anything you can find out. So you're also just talking to them about them, things you know about them, and you tell them that and how you are interested in that or whatever. Again, the common interest you have there. So that's number two. That's not the biggie yet. Number three, you're drip feeding your listing presentation. This is big. What do you mean by drip feeding? Well, what I mean is this is a time when the home sellers are taking you through the home, when they're not like sitting there prepared for like, this is the time that Greg is selling me. So you're just dropping at appropriate times things that will impress them about your process for selling homes, your experience at selling homes, your knowledge of the neighborhood, where you'll point out that people don't just buy. Maybe you just, like an aside, you would say as you're going through the home, by the way, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, did you know that most people think people buy a home and that's what they pay for, and it's really not the case. They actually buy three things. They, number one, buy the home, the livability, but then they, number two, buy the badge of honor, how that's going to impress other people. So that's really important. And number three, they buy the neighborhood. I don't mean just the general community. I mean, if a realtor really knows the neighborhood well, like knows the dog walk, the kid that walks the dogs, and the young ladies that babysit, or the young men that babysit, or whatever, knows all these things, then you can actually cause a buyer who likes a home to pay more because they really want to live in this neighborhood. So you might mention that to them and say, and that's why I've made such a point to just absolutely be amazing to increase my knowledge of everything in this neighborhood to help the residents when I sell their home net a little bit more, sell their home for a little higher price. So that's just something you drip feed as you're going through. And then the last thing is you want them to see you taking notes. You have a yellow tablet and you're taking meticulous notes so that they're seeing it. And I used to, kind of fun, I used to look for the hot water heater. When we got there, I'd get down on my hands and knees and soil my good slacks, and to make a note on what the gallonage and the amperage was. Hopefully that little label was down low. The idea is you want the home sellers to see, you slow down the process, take notes. You want them to see that you're not there interviewing to list the home. You're there preparing to sell the home. It's called the Meticulosity Walkthrough. Once again, this is Greg Hague. If you'd like to learn more about my coaching, you can email me at greg@realestatemaveriks.com. And as always, I salute the Maverick in you. Bye-bye.